Alright guys, welcome back to Squash Tech Gaming, and I'm your host Cryman. So, I've been playing Path of Exile 2, and I, the new patch, I've got some issues. It's, the drops that are valuable are scarce, the currency to upgrade those drops is scarce. I'm about halfway through Act 3, and I am struggling, and I actually looked up a build guide because I was struggling, and even following the build guide, I'm in the tomb where I'm fighting the armored guy in there, and I am struggling. I tried 15 times in a row, and I get him down to about a quarter to an eighth of his health, and he does this triple combo, and it takes me out every time, and I've tried to succeed, and it's been rough, it's frustrating, and I've cleared every zone, every map, all the fog of war gone, so I've killed every entity in every map, and yet I still don't have, I'm squishy and weak, and there doesn't seem to be anything to help me succeed in this. So it's a little frustrating. So I'm not finding it fun, and that is my problem. So we are going to try the Last Epoch, Tomb of the Erased, Season 2. I played a little bit of last season. I'd never played the game, but there was a lot of hype about it, so I thought I would give it a shot. So I've pulled it up and downloaded it, and we're gonna do some playthrough. I heard that the updated patch for season 2 has a lot of things that they fixed. Like the visuals were fixed. They've done a lot of quality of life things. They've also added a lot of end game to it, because I guess the end game was a little weak in the past. So since they've done all of these things, we're going to give it a shot. We're going to play through and see if we have fun, because the whole purpose of playing games is to have fun. And Path of Exile 2 right now is just not doing it for me. I played through the first time, and I had a good time. Yes, there was lots of issues, but it was playable and it was fun. And so I played multiple characters all the way to end game, and I didn't quite get to pinnacle bosses, but level like 82 to 85. I think I had one that was only 75, but I still enjoyed the game. I'm not enjoying the new patch. It seems like they nerfed so many things, which is fine if the enemies that you're fighting also have some nerfs, and they have slowed down some of the extra fast characters, and I do appreciate that. That did help some, so you're not overwhelmed all the time. Like they'll run up and they'll hit you, and then they walk after that, and that does help. But if I've cleared every zone and every map up to where I'm at, so all the fog of war, so I've killed every entity in every single map, I should be able to progress without going back and like grinding zones that I've already completed, or I'm doing something wrong. But I've got 350 hours plus in Path of Exile 2. I've got hundreds of hours in Path of Exile 1. I feel like I know how the game is played and how to play it, and yet I cannot progress my character. So I've played solo self-found. I admit I haven't tried to use the trade site in the new patch. In the old patch I did, but I had some currency to do so. In the current patch, I've got, I don't know, like 25, 30 hours in it. I've been really busy, so I haven't been able to allow as much time as I usually do. But considering that, I don't have any currency to even purchase something if I were to go on the trade site. So I've picked up a couple exalts, and I use those to increase the gear that I already have, and I haven't found any more. So I got no divines, and so that is, usually finding decent gear can be about a divine or multiple exalts. I don't have any. I feel like I don't find even enough gear to even identify my white items to find out if they have any value. I have almost a whole stash tab full of items that I would like to, you know, just see if they have any good stats because they're just white items, and I can't because I don't have any currency to do so. And I have picked up every item that is not white through the whole campaign and turned it in, what do you call it? Where you convert it into currency, and yet I still don't have enough. There was one whole stash tab that I pretty much sold off in order to respec my character when I checked a review guide because I was struggling. So to see if I could help advance my character. So beyond that, I've converted every item I've found into currency, and still I don't have enough. So I don't know what they expect you to do. So let's get into Last Epoch and see if this is any fun. So I'm not too familiar with this game. I've got, I don't know, maybe 10 hours in it in the last patch I played through. It was okay. So let's see if this works out. So here we go. Create a seasoned character, yes. So I know you gotta click on to find out. So you've got a sentinel. I tried Void. I was going Sentinel Void Knight on the last time I played through. And then, so we've got Rogue. Kind of interested in playing something like this. So we got Flurry, a bow or melee attack, performs 3 rapid strikes. The last strike can be canceled by moving. Shurikens, Shift, Umbral Blades, Smoke Bomb, and Ballista. Okay. And then we've got a couple different ascendancies here. We've got Blade Dancer, which gives you Dancing Strikes, Shadow Cascade, Dual Blade, circuit projectiles used by your Shadow clones. Okay. Synchronized Strike, and Lethal Mirage. Become immune for a duration, rapidly strike nearby targets. 6 mirages. That sounds pretty interesting. Marksman, detonating arrow, multi-shot bow arrow, fires 5 arrows. Okay. Dark quiver, summon black arrows that rain from the sky for 4 seconds, granting 100% increased damage to your next bow attack. Okay. Hail of arrows, and Heart Seeker. Shoot an arrow that seeks the heart of a nearby target, passing harmlessly through other enemies whenever it hits the target. So that would be good for a single target, I guess. Multiplied. Target dies if choose a new target. Okay, interesting. And Falconer, which gives you summon a falcon that fights with you. Interesting. Aerial assault, you leap towards your target, and your falcon dies to catch you and momentarily carry you further before it flies up and unleashes a wing burst to the target location. That's interesting. Dive bomb. Your falcon attacks from the sky, I guess. Okay. High amount of physical damage to enemies. Net. Leap backwards and throw a net which snares enemies and deals physical damage. Netted bosses and rare enemies have 35 less movement speed and other enemies are immobilized. Okay. An explosive trap. Alright, well, I guess we'll try and do this rogue, so let's see what character name I can get. Let's see if Prime works. It's in use. It's probably my other character. So, let's try. How about primary learning? There we go. That'll work. Let's give that a shot. Okay. So we're gonna play in normal mode. Solo account, solo character found. So I guess this solo is self-found. We'll just play normal for now, I guess. Give this a try. Create the character. Let's go.
In the beginning, there was darkness. Only the terror, myself, and the void. I was content with nothing. She dreamt of light, of life, of humanity. We disagreed, and yet, in her world, there were gods. Majasa of the desert, Lagon of the sea, Rye of the endless skies, and Hierot of the frozen tundra. But fate stole Terra away. Without her, there was conflict, then wars. In the end, it was Rye who sought to outshine the sun that would pull the world into his flame. Caught within Raye's gaze were the Keepers, an order sworn to protect Eterra's memory and the power it still holds. They were joined by someone unexpected.
I assume that's me.
A traveler, willing to walk into the flames of war. But why?
Why indeed?
Was it honor they sought? Power? Redemption? Or was this fate?
Most likely fate.
Perhaps. But no story is quite that simple.
Never is. Okay, here we go. I just have a Q. Left click to move. Okay.
I've never been this far from the slums.
So what do we got here?
No looking
Flurry.
back now.
A bow or
Time
melee
to leave
attack
Majelka
performs
behind
3
me.
rapid strikes, but it doesn't look like I have a bow. No bow. Here we go. Alright, the Q attack works pretty good. The first one, which is Flurry. My accuracy is really poor, but that's okay. Sure, that will improve over time. Doesn't seem to use much mana, which is good.
They won't forget.
Oh, dead guy. Okay, in the hands of the fallen messenger, you find a letter from the Keeper's Council. It is addressed to you.
Traveler, our Heoborian allies informed us that you will attend the peace talks. Raya's war has reached our lands, and we are in need of aid.
Okay.
As keepers, we avoid conflict. We're dedicated to the goddess Eterra's memory. That is, until Raya forced our hand.
Pretty good voice acting.
He wishes to destroy us and steal Eterra's legacy. We can't let that happen. We need Herot's help. Your help.
Take the letter. Okay. Well, this attack seems like it works pretty good. Whoa. Okay. health potion is 1. Very nice. Oh boy. Okay, level 2. Skill unlocked. Shuriken. Okay. Man, that fire been messing me up. Okay, so we got a short bow and a shield. So, I think I can use this with the bow. A bow or melee attack that performs 3 rapid strikes. So, maybe we should try that out. So, what's the attack damage? Is 12. And the attack damage is 10. So, okay, we'll try it. And it unequipped my wooden shield. Okay. So, let's see here. Ooh. Very nice. Evade hitting spacebar. Okay. Alright, we got some new gloves. I didn't have gloves before, so now I have them. Very nice. Swapping skills.
They won't forget that one.
Well, having ranged attack is nice. They didn't even get close to me, so they can't do any damage. Very nice. Okay, so close range with this is very difficult to target. And we made it to town. Alright, very nice. So far, so good. Right through the ox. Oh. Bodies are burnt beyond recognition. They were fleeing. Okay. Anything hidden up here? What the heck is that thing? Oh, that's a tree. Okay, so the graphics are interesting. The shuriken ability seems pretty good. I like it.
When you arrived, was there a family?
Did we see a family? Everything alright? Or yes, they were gone. Yes, they're gone now. I guess gone now, huh?
It was my mistake. They were cornered, and there were so many. I can handle Osprix. I told them to stay back, to let me handle it. And they left.
Let's see.
Thanks.
You appear strong.
Are you also here for the peace talks?
Are you?
I am. Name's Grail. Since we're both headed the same direction, why don't we go together?
Sounds good.
I wonder, which of us will take down more Osprix?
Let's find out.
Come, let me watch you fight.
Alright. Where'd this go? Yeah, that shuriken ability is pretty nice.
Smoke!
Got some pretty good range on it too. Single target wise, the that bow ability is pretty nice. Oh, we stunned it. Very nice. Alright. Just gave me something. I got over here, nothing. But on this side, oh, bridge. Okay, so maybe we should go which way? We'll go this way.
Easy. Too easy.
Indeed. Yeah, that shuriken ability is pretty awesome. Can I knock down these
So
doors?
much destruction. And for what?
Nice. Specialized skill unlocked. Bastard sword. Take that. Light quiver. Nice. So, did that auto equip, and that gave me 9% bow attack speed. Nice. So I got some more skills on. Shift. Dash a short distance forward in the target direction. Okay. And acid flask. Throw a flask of acid that explodes, dealing physical damage on impact, poisoning enemies while reducing their armor. Nice. Take what gold I can find.
Where'd you learn to fight?
Backtrack here a little bit. Nope, drop some gold. I guess I don't tell him how I learned to fight. What blows lip, huh? They all lined up for me real nice right there. You didn't notice. Yeah, that attack speed helped a lot on my bow. Okay. So I think I've cleared the map here. I like that it like stuns them, or is that his attack? I'm not sure. But either way, some stunning action is happening, so we'll go down through the middle, pop it back on the other side. We'll worry about the skills when we get to town here. I seem to be doing alright. I should probably try the E.
Quick, before it reaches town.
Man. I seem like I'm kind of tanky already.
almost there. I'll see you ahead.
Get myself healed back up. But he failed. Something's over here.
The Keepers have proven difficult to track, but my observations revealed the truth. Their camps are neither chosen nor abandoned on a whim. There's a pattern to how they scurry. I instructed my soldiers to investigate the abandoned camps. Invariably, they're near shrines devoted to the eldest of gods. Each one was as empty as the last, save for meager signs of the Keeper's presence. They're not guarding the ruins. They're traveling between them, over and over. They must be moving with them. It'll be as simple as burning these vermin to ash.
That is
Raya wills it.
Okay. Well, I think that's it. We've cleared the map. On to, I assume, town now. There's camp. The loading screens are interesting. I remember seeing these creatures before. They're pretty crazy looking. Zoom in and take a look. Look at that thing. I don't know what that is, but they're pretty crazy looking. So, can I talk to NPCs? It doesn't look like it. Let's go over here. Or NPCs. Okay. What do we got here?
Herots offered protection. More than protection. An alliance. But the truth is, we know little about him. Or his people. Why should the Council trust him? Prospect 1. He's one of the gods. Etera made him just as she made us Keepers, and gave him a role by her side. He's the guardian of his people, and he does his job well. Prospect 2. He cares for his people. Like the goddess herself, he extends his heart to all who need support. He forms alliances, wanting to stand united. Meanwhile, Raya wishes to tear this world asunder. Prospect 3. His people are warriors.
Oh, she's deep.
Haerborian fighters put ours to shame. We fight because it is necessary, while they relish in it. I'll take on being behind their blade any day.
Okay.
Thus, I propose we accept this alliance.
Oh?
It is not in our nature, but we Keepers have a sacred duty to uphold. Without Heorot's help, our efforts might prove fruitless.
We shall see.
Sounds like their leaders waiting up at the shrine. The Keepers have done well. This place isn't too different from home. A group
Who are the
tied
Keepers
closely
exactly?
with our goddess, Etera. They've been indebted to her. But why, we do not know. Even their names. Well, what do they keep? Do they adhere to another god, or just her?
Good question.
It's these mysteries that interest the Osprix. Whatever secrets the Keepers hold, I'm sure Raya wants them.
What's
Now,
next?
we speak to the Keeper Council. Speaking of, I must head there now. Feel free to look around. I'll see you shortly.
See you soon. Does he have anything else
Sounds
to
like
say?
their leaders waiting up at the The Keepers have done well. A group tied closely with our
same
goddess,
thing.
Etera. They've been indebted to
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
But why, we do not know.
Well, the visuals are pretty good. You know, I got a 7900 XTX, and I'm not having any tearing or anything. The first time I played through, I had a bunch of tearing for whatever reason.
Hello, traveler.
Yeah, I'm not ready to respec.
Do not dwell on regret.
You got a chest here. And, 8 to armor and 1 to intelligence. These are both same. Let's see. Is it shift? Move to staff. Shift press. Okay, 200 bastard sword. Maybe we'll keep the regular sword for now. And this, in case we decide that the bow is not the way to go. But so far, the bow seems to be working good. So, come over here. cosmetics. Okay. Cool. Bought some goods from the homeland. Interested in taking a look? Let's see what you got. Okay. So how about a better quiver? 7% increased physical damage. Which of these buttons makes it? That's more info. There we go. So adding fizz damage and +2 to bow physical damage plus fizz damage seems like a pretty good idea. 12 gold at 288. What else we got? 2 health on kill. Oh, that might help. And this is 5% bow attack speed versus the 9. And then bleed on hit sounds good. +3 to bow fire damage and 6%. I'm thinking bleed on hit will probably be pretty important. So this is a helmet and I don't even have a helmet. So anything's better than nothing. So that's probably a good idea. Giving me armor, poison resistance, and increased mana, which my mana seems to be fine, but I think anything is better than nothing. Ruby amulet, which I don't have an amulet. 9 to health, and that's it. And dodge rating. I guess that would probably be good too. What do we got here? Increase cast speed. Well, I haven't been casting anything. How about in comparison here? 2 to vitality and 13 to health. Well, that's a big upgrade. So let's take this. I think the bleed damage is probably pretty good. I mean, I like the 9% increased attack speed. That's nice. And this is +2 bow damage, which is great. But and wound shattering. That venom file. 15% chance to poison on hit. Well, that also sounds pretty good. So, okay, and what about boots? So we got 6 to movement speed and fizz resistance, 5 armor, and one of these ones 7 to movement speed. So this is a little bit slower on the movement speed, but versus nothing. Just 5, and getting some fizz resistance. I think this is good. And let's go with the bleed. Okay, and we don't have a helmet at all, so that would probably be a good idea. And why not do some poison damage? And then, so what compared to bow? This is the same. How about this one? So plus 12 bow damage is the same, but plus 9 to bow fizz damage is pretty good. So we'll take that. And then one-handed sword. 20% increased damage over time versus just the base. I don't know if the sword is better, so let's see, amulet-wise, cast speed or 9 to health. We'll take the 9 to health. And we'll take the ring as well, because we don't have a ring. And that should about do it. Dagger. 13% increase in damage, it's not bad. Alright, well, that looks like about the gear we're gonna go with, so let's do some swapping here. And then this basic gear has 0 forging, or for the most part, nothing worth. So let's sell this. How do I sell it? Sell an item. Ship. Okay. And wow. Thought I had a bunch of gold. and all of a sudden I have nothing now. Okay. So, I'm out of gold with quickness. So if I sell this, and then this is most of my gold, but that's okay because I'm just starting out. See if we need to switch back to this, but I think the bow is the way to go, but we'll see. Alright guys, well, I got 4 gold. Pretty well equipped. The only thing I didn't find was a new belt. And additional ring, so it can be sorted there. We'll see what's going down. Keeper Leon is just up ahead. She's busy speaking with Habron, ambassador, about the peace talks. I don't know if I pronounced that wrong. Eberron? What are these peace talks? Keepers are here in need of aid. We're not strong enough to fight off Rainia's forces. The Heberons have offered an alliance. Very nice. We need their help, but we do not want to be swept up in a war that is not our own. Fair enough. It's likely too late for that now. Okay, I'll speak with her now.
Thank Itera.
Oh, before I speak to her, let's see if there's anything here. I don't really remember much. Okay, let's talk.
Sounds like this is where we part ways. Good luck out there. Yes. Something you need?
So you work for Harriet?
I don't work for him. I'm his champion. Why?
Champion. What does that
It
mean?
means I've fought hard and climbed my way to the top. Heorot himself taught me everything I know. As such, I dedicate myself to him, an extension of his will.
You certainly seem like a hero, but why? I'm gonna say, but why?
Because he saved me.
Ah,
When I lacked purpose, he was there.
very nice.
He made me what I am.
And what's
The
that?
person who's going to end this war.
Oh, very
Take
bold.
Rye down, and make him rue the day he dared mess with us.
Okay, let's move on.
Grail was just telling me of your battle. I am Lena, one of the Keeper's Council.
I dig the red hair.
One of 2. There should be more of us here.
I assume something happened, or what happened?
They're
What happened?
gone. Balthus and I remain, and he's not here. As such, I must ask for your help.
Okay, ask away, or we're here for an alliance, not favors. So, I think I'm gonna be nice. So, ask away.
Balthus is busy checking on our sacred artifacts. We're protectors of Atera's history, and right now, they're in danger.
What can you tell
Not
me about
much,
this
I'm afraid. We'll discuss it after our alliance. You are, and
I'm
I'm
doing you a
sorry,
favor.
but this is how it must be. Their secrecy keeps them safe. Even now, the Osprix swarm all of our sacred vaults. I've already asked Grail to check one down in the mountains. There is another up north, where Balthus is. Could you make sure he's safe? There's word of a drake patrolling the skies.
I can do
Do
that.
this, and our alliance is secure. We'll lend our aid to Heoboria's army.
Sounds like I have work to do. Okay. So, I see there's a door over there. What is over here? Sorry, we're under orders not to let anyone in or out. Operatives have been sighted in the Highlands. Okay.
That's it.
Well, I guess we're under our first adventure. Let's go, guys. Fortress Gardens. I remember this. I remember getting pretty swamped in here by some, like, plants that spit poison. Okay. Oh, I forgot. So, let's see what we got for skills. Skill system introduction, skill on skill. Specialized skills and specializes in up to 5 skills by clicking on an unlocked specialized slot located above. Skill up specialized skill allows you to gain skill points for that skill. Some skills do not have an augment tree available yet. Okay, so they're still working on it. Well, the shurikens seemed like it worked pretty well. And 3 rapid strikes, So I think I'm gonna go into that. Because I haven't unlocked these, so let's check this. So we got weighted projectiles, penetrate enemies' physical resistance. That's probably good. Shuriken has a chance to poison enemies. I already have some poison, but this would give me plus 20% per point. Okay. Steel. Shurikens deal more damage multiplicative with other modifiers and cost less mana. Okay, Shuriken has increased attack speed. That would probably be great, because attack speed seemed like it helped me a lot. So, let's go in the attack speed, and then Fan Blades throw additional Shurikens. Okay. And you now summon your Shurikens in a shield around you for 3 seconds. Okay, cool. Charge shield Shurikens deal additional lightning damage, and a percentage of its base physical damage is converted to lightning. Consequently, this damage can scale with increased lightning damage, but not increased physical. Okay. If all of its base damage is converted, it loses its Fizz tag. Okay, interesting. So if I go up with penetrating resistances, then I've got deep cuts, cause enemies to bleed. I think that's great. And Interpretation has a chance to pierce enemies, continue through targets they hit. That would be valuable too. So do we go with speed? I think attack speed. How do I do this? So I'm gonna go into Shurikens. Oh, there we go. Now it did it. I have 1 point. So let's go attack speed. Okay. Cool. I think that's it. What is this? Oh, passives. Getting passive points by leveling up and completing quests, advancing your passive tree while unlocking your skills and passives. You only pay points in your base class tree. You will have the opportunity to choose a mastery class during your adventure. You have to gain access to the left section of mastery and the right section of your chosen mastery. You only select 1 mastery per character. Very nice. Okay, so we got dodge rating, poison resistance, steady hand, dex per point, and health per point. That's probably good. Attack speed plus 3 per point, and physical damage 1 per point. Okay. Well, how many points do I have? 2. So it looks if I go this way, do I have to start down here? Or can I? This doesn't seem like it goes anywhere. Twin blades. Dual weld melee weapons by equipping a sword or dagger in your offhand. You take more damage while dual welding multiplicative. Swords and offhand can equip daggers and offhand. Damage taken with dual welding is plus 9%. And evasion you take while moving and have increased dodge rating. Well, I think having the dex and the health is good, and attack speed and fizz damage is important. So there's my 2 points. Go with that. Okay, let us go. Oh yeah, these guys. So the shuriken seems pretty good. Maybe better gloves, huh? Grab the bow. Okay. Another dagger. The pierce is pretty awesome as well, I think. And that attack speed is very rapid. like the range is pretty good. Man, versus a melee character, this is awesome. Because I was struggling when I went through with a melee character before. That bow is pretty impressive. Let's see. Oh, nice. Look at the range on that. Like a machine gun at range. Remember, poison messes me up real quick. Look at that range. Man. Don't know where I'm going, but so the elevation didn't seem to hinder my attack, which is nice.
Not happening.
Wrong way. Check out down here. Where is that poison guy? If I remember right, he's a range thrower. Level 6. It's there. Just because I'm broke, I'll take anything I can find right now. Man, that bow is impressive. And that's with less attack speed than what I had before. Because I had 9% and I went to 7. Can you imagine like 25% attack speed? They no more than show up and they did. So that's pretty cool. Barely on screen. Ooh, Jade Ring. What that does. But auto equipped. So dodge rating is 25 to dodge rating though. So what if I do Stork? And 5 to lightning resistance versus 1 to intelligence. I think I'll keep the intelligent.
Not happening.
It's just this speed. I'm not sure that it does more damage, but because of the speed, it seems to be worth it. They almost no more than materialize and it's gone. Pretty nice. It only aims where my cursor goes though. So I gotta keep that in mind. Look at that. Oh crap. Seemed a little squishy though. He didn't even get turned around. Stay out of the poison. Man. This bow is something else. Body's just for single target, man. That bow is something else. Glory. Oh boy, getting off. For now. I think this is that area that I didn't go to before. Man, compared to playing a melee character, this is extreme. And I'm just... I don't even have a chance. I know I'm in low level area, but still. Oh, shoot through the wall. I wonder how full I am. I've picked up a lot of gear. So we will check that out here in a second. Let's see, is it M? Nope, that's the big map. Can I make this bigger? No. Okay. Oh, here we go. As far out as I can go. Well, I don't know if I cleared all the map, because I don't know how to make that bigger. So, these guys, do I gotta fight them? Oh yeah. I mean, those guys didn't drop any loot? Amazing. They're all armored up. I saw weapons drop. I'm assuming that white icon is where I have to go to leave. And enter the fortress walls. should do this first. I have some more points. Dodge rating, poison resistance. Well, I know poison messes me up, but that lets me come down here, take less damage while moving, and Twin Blade. I don't know if I have to go, or I could just keep going into this. Throwing and bow attacks increase attack speed and deal. So, can I keep going into this? I don't know if I need dodge rating. Maybe I should. Okay, I have one more, so we'll keep going into this. Nice. Attack speed 6, base damage plus 2. Okay. Very nice. Here we go. I haven't even tried out the throwing the... Okay. Keep my distance. Oh shit. Okay. I only have 2, so...
Might have to drop something.
Oh, I get full. Okay, so I assume I can port back to town now. High boots. So those are just base high boots. So, what was the portal? Portal. Opens the portal back to the last major town you visited. Okay, T. Go. So let's go dump all this stuff in here that I don't find of value. Like this. Does it shift? We seem to be enjoying our range. Dump that. Oh, better built. Okay, so yes, I want that. How do I equip? Item. Okay. So, daggers, I wonder if I can throw them? That would be awesome if I could. Keep those for now. Set aside. The rest of it. And as far as gloves go, 5 lightning, increase melee attack speed. What is that? Free health regen per second. Well, that's probably important. So, and lightning resistance. I think that's what we're going to go with. We'll try that. And we'll set these ones here because that intelligence might have been better. Check this out. So poison resistance, that helped me a lot, and I think I'm gonna keep that. So and these aren't better than what I got, and 1 intelligence plus 14 health, or 9 to fizz resistance. A little bit slower movement speed, but having that 14 to health, that's pretty big. I think I might just do that. So, we'll try that. Put these aside because I had. And 3 health regen per second. Versus increase melee attack speed. If that includes my... And then for now... set these aside. And then, does the vendors change every time you level? Where's that vendor? Glad to hear it. Figured we'd get this done quick, but with all the parallel. Okay, let's take a look at what you got. Okay. 32 to armor, but I lose the poison resistance, and I know poison messes me up. So this is increased Fizz resistance and 31 to dodge rating. And melee attacks do void resistance. But it's more armor and adds mana. Damage over time. That is dope. And this one here. Increase minion health. Well, I have no minions, so that doesn't help. And then poison on hit seems pretty awesome. Versus minion damage, which I have no minions. About my body armor. 2 to vitality and 13 to health. 2 to vitality and 13 to mana. But increased physical damage is pretty awesome. I think going up in armor and adding, I lose a little bit of health, but how expensive? So, I think that this ring is worth it, and nothing. I think I'm gonna keep with what I got. Otherwise, but this, I have to do this because I think the armor is gonna help me a lot, and I'm pretty squishy right now. So. This one is 25 to dodge. Take this off. This. And I'm gonna keep this though for now, because I might need the health over.
Right.
Okay. Let's go, guys. Where was that portal? Right here.
As Orion ordered.
Shuriken. Okay. Sniping from a distance. Now break the barrel. Yeah, that distance is huge. Okay. Hopefully this is good. Critical strike chance. Very nice.
That was close.
Was it? Is there anything else in here?
Not happening.
Whoa. Got it. see what we got. Crap. Versus what I have. Okay. Anything over here? Attack enemies' barrels. Oh, I can break them. Maybe not. And mana regen seems to be pretty good. Okay, do I want to go in the storeroom right away? So my looks like my melee attack is pretty lame.
That was close.
Not a little golden one. Oh, it can have something in it. There's too many of them. There you go, right? Over there, they invaded some old stores. They're building something there. I'll look into it. Stay safe. Okay. Hold on, guys. My mouse is dying. Let me swap mice, and I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Just my cushion. Here we go. Okay.
As Orion orders!
He called out. Ah! That's amazing. I saw poison right there. I just gotta be a little bit of a distance. Oh, look at that attack speed. Gave me attack speed. That's awesome. I got a hammer flying at me. That shirking. Man, those freaking things are awesome. Hitting some towers. Broke right now. Take the gold. Okay. I don't know what that was over there. But I believe I need to go to that storage area down here first. Let's do that. Into the storeroom we go. That one lit up blue. Can I break the big ones? I'm a shark. Nice. Yeah, the best defense, a great offense. Uh-oh. Boss battle, huh? Got dark, so I'm assuming. Or is that just because I'm inside? He was stuck on the wall. Very nice. What was over here? Anything? Before we go down there. It's funny that they're getting stuck on things. What? I guess I should have gone down here. Is there anything down here? So I don't know why some of the barrels are blue and some aren't. Haven't figured that out yet. Do I have 3 health potions? I do. Being surrounded.
Not happening.
Ah, fire.
Not happening.
Took him out. That was close. Okay. What is this? Oh, means that I have more points. Oh. Alright. Puncture, extended melee stab or piercing bow attack. 30% inflict bleed on hit. Bleeds inflicted by puncture have 30% increased duration. Nice. Cinder Strike. Melee or bow combo with 3 attacks. The first attack also creates a fire explosion, damaging your veins. That is awesome. So, am I? So, I haven't really been using this. Massive sounds cool, but Thunder Strike might be not bad. So does that change my build? 3 attacks. Okay, I can't do this. Do not have specialized in this ability, so you do not put points in his tree. I'm committed to shirking now that I started. These weren't even unlocked before. So, I really don't know how these work. I'm trying to figure it out. So I guess I gotta wait till I get to 8 to get another one. So, I guess I'm stuck with these. I put points in this. 3 rapid strikes. Has increased attack speed, more damage multiplied with other modifiers. Oh, let's go with more damage. Committed to the one. I guess I have to stick with this. So, we did increase attack speed. Let's throw some penetrates resistances because I'd like to get to bleed. Pierce enemies. Oh, that's also good. Got 2 unspent points and more damage with other modifiers cost less mana. That's not bad either. Do pierce or bleed? Oh, there we go. Okay. Guess that's where we're at. I think we can respec later, so any barrels or anything? Well, let's check out the glowing guy. Probably gotta fight him now. What the hell is that? Okay, return to the Hologram Soldier. Okay. Let's go. How full am I? Did I get anything good? Okay. We got a better helmet. 1 vitality, 1 to dex, and 14% health regen. Poison resistance. So I get a little bit less poison resistance, but I get vitality and dex and health regen. So I think that that's worth the change. So, and 20 to health versus 9 to health. That's huge. Okay. And then 5% increased movement speed versus dodge rating. Okay. So we've got dodge rating and dodge rating. But increased damage over time I think is worth it. So we're going to take the dodge rating off and we're going to go with some boots. Yeah, buddy. And better chance to poison and cast speed and fizz resistance. Yep. Swap that out. And okay. And 2 to health regen versus. So let's warp it. Break these barrels. Yeah. Better than nothing. Okay, so where is that guy? So close up. The shurikens don't seem to... Where the hell am I? I guess that's where I started. The accuracy seems to be kind of low. I think I do have to go through that door. I just didn't think I started outside. Maybe I did. Oh, look at that. Bunch of stuff. Some of the barrels are quite valuable. And it wasn't even a blue barrel or anything. Well, since the barrels respawned, I assume all the enemies also respawn. So this will be fun. So where is that guy? I thought he was right here. He's over here. Well, let's see. Where did that guy go? He was over here. Sniping from a distance. Very nice. Yeah, when I was doing melee damage, man. Melee. Is that the guy over here? I don't think that's the guy.
Yeah.
There he is. Just thanks. I better send back to camp. Okay. Plus 30 expensive experience and a passive. Very nice. Well, I seem to be leveling up pretty good here. Okay, so let's go talk to that chick. Keep promise inside the quick turn on. Pass through the inner door without a single arrow. I can break it down before I'll take them out. More from the you left me alone thinking I was already dead. Take it to unlock the door of the charge. Please help us. Going in. Okay. Let's go. Quest completed. Well, I've got apparently some points. But let's check these out. So, I'd like to go up in here, but This attack speed is pretty. But a dex and health wouldn't be bad. I've got 4 points, so let's go one more here. Ooh, smoke bomb. Take less damage while moving. Wind blade. I think dual welding to weapon. Pretty awesome. Agility. Every chance to haste for 1 second on hit. Increase damage based on increase. Well, that's pretty awesome because So I got smoke bomb. Drop smoke bomb. Execute the blinds enemies and grant you haste when you remain inside it. Weapon grows in size over duration, lasts 4 seconds. It doesn't last very long, but not bad. I got 3 more points. So damage taken while movement, I think is pretty cool. And I don't know about dual welding yet. I assume I can come back to this. Daggers in offhand. So I think I can dual weld daggers, and that might be the way to go. Increase damage with dual welding. Rocking strikes. Okay, so let's put another point into this. We'll decide if we want the dual welding in a minute. One more. There. My attack speed is very high. Go this way first. Anything over here? Oh yeah. Cool.
Once I deciphered the Keeper's movements, the vaults were easy to find.
Oh shit. Get it.
Exploring them proved more challenging. Ancient stonework that can inspire even the greatest of Solaran's architects. Nearly
Best
impenetrable.
defense is up.
Might have to drop something. Might have to drop something.
What do we got here? This is like that. And that's two-handed here. Okay. Well, so that guy was really difficult for me when I came through here, and
Once I deciphered the Keeper's movements, the vaults were easy to find. Exploring them proved more challenging. Ancient stonework that could inspire even the greatest of Solarum's architects. Between my engineer's finest munitions and the strength of my pet, we managed to crack one open. Only to find empty halls and vac. What would be the purpose of such a stronghold if it were to house nothing? Yet I could tell they were here, just as I predicted. They were guarding something of immense importance, something powerful. Raya will be pleased.
alright. So nothing on the outside of the big circle.
Might have to drop something.
Yeah, I'm full. What's over here? Is that a shrine? Daily cast rip blood at nearby enemies. 20 to intelligence, 5% of damage. That's very nice, but I think I killed everything. So, oh, I don't know what to do. Minimum skill level increase. How many skill points are always going to be specializing in how many skill points will be retained from D levels. Level skill up your minimum skill level will also increase periodically. I understand. Okay, so now I can add the second skill. Melee stabs or pierces, bow attacks. Quick bleed, hit bleeds inflicted by puncture of 30% increased duration. Or first attack. also creates a fire explosion. I think the fire explosion sounds pretty freaking awesome. So let's go this route. And I have two. So strikes deal more damage. And hits dealing additional damage. Or seems to ignite enemies inflicted by the first attack have increased duration. I wonder if this is better than the Pierce. Go back. Look at this. Our puncture. Lead on hit. See what this does. We got puncture has a chance to shred enemy physical resistance. Cool. And puncture has a chance to cause enemies to bleed. Well, I think both of those are good. So, lowering resistances and bleed. Both good. So let's go. Can I do it? No. Alright. Now we go. Boom and boom. Okay. Now, where is that skill at? That is my regular attack. Okay, very nice. I haven't really been using shift, but so let's do. And we'll dump all this stuff. Alright. So, weird that the town portal didn't portal to the same location. I guess we will, this has a lot more armor, but I think all those other things are better. So we're just gonna dump all this stuff if there's anything I picked up that was worth it. Yeah, this. What is this? Increase critical strike chance. Increase cast speed, increase mana regeneration, and 13 to health. That's all good, but I think poison is doing some pretty decent damage. How about the rain? Helmet. I'm not using any of this. So, boots that were better, armor that was better. Crit damage is probably great, but I don't think I do enough right now. Okay, so now I sort all that, it'll give me enough room to do it. Put this in. How do I do it? So I guess I have to buy it for 1,000. Even though so I don't have 1,000. So I guess I take a bunch of these white items out of here. Well, it sorts, but it does some weird sorting. this stuff. 92 block effectiveness. And then take this. The 2 dagger thing. I'm gonna have to try that out. Broken one-handed sword. Well, I might be able to do those swords too. Okay, let's resort. 33 armor. Garbage. I do like that sort option. We don't have that in POE 2, and that is convenient. I got much better than this. Again. Okay, so let's go sell all of this crap. And hopefully my portal will still be there. So now the sell again was shift. Oh, I sure didn't make much money off of that. That's for sure. Okay, so belt wise, void resistance and lightning. Versus fire damage. We're gonna keep the fire damage down. What about this one? Chance to find potions. Oh, I haven't really been using them too much. Ooh. How about the bow? 18 to bow damage. And 4 biz damage. So 27 base attack, so it's a little bit slower. And odds of bow damage is down. So I guess it does the math for me. This is plus 12 bow damage, and this is plus 18 bow damage. But it says my bow damage goes down, so 18 plus 9 would be 27 versus 18 plus 4, which is 24. So that's not an improvement. And this gives me crit chance. Up for the crits. It's a way increase in movement speed, same health, and I lose 1 intelligence, but I think that that's worth it. And what about the thing? Human health? Oh, throwing damage. Okay. 7% increase. So I kind of want both. So that will be better than that ring, and throwing. It says ballista, but I do throwing damage, so that might be worth it. Both of these are damage gathering. Checked out those. This boots seem to be better than that. How about this? The lead on hit or stun chance. I like the bleed on hit. So, alright guys. So, okay. So now, I think that these boots, if I compare, got 10% increased movement speed and 10 to armor. That's definitely worth it. All I lose is I'll do that. And then throwing damage versus damage over time. Of course, movement speed definitely good. And I lose dodge rating and damage over time and fire resistance. Where does it show what does C work? Ah, there we go. He does work. So I've got 8 to fire, 5 to lightning, 25 to cold, 3 to necrotic, and no void damage. 5 to fizz. So I lose my fire resistance, but my throwing damage would be higher, which would help with my shirt. So I think I'm gonna swap this one out, and then just keep that in here and dump these in my. Okay. Do that. Okay, let's go.
Right.
Okay, where was that before there? Weird that the portal keeps showing up in different spots, but oh, and near the top. Maybe it's over here now. Good stuff out of that lesson. But I gotta fight the boss again too? I do. Never know, it's just gonna be some base stuff or some crazy drops in there, so yeah, I already read that. I don't think that's gonna
This way! You're here to help! The Osprix, they protect the sword! The Drake! Tread
Enemy
carefully.
coming. That is, but that's probably not good.
Not here. It isn't safe. We'll reconvene outside.
Need to get to that 1,000 gold and another chest spot. Okay.
That should hold them. First things first. Thank you. The Osprix grow more troublesome by the day. We've reinforced our walls, supplied our men, and taken out dozens of them. Yet, They're still here. Using brute force now.
Through the
The
Drake.
howling monster circling the vault. Yes. So, I see you lack Keeper's robes. I take it Lena sent you.
You did.
Lovely. While your help has been appreciated, I have everything under control. What do you mean? I'm protecting the Epoch, of course.
What is
Here.
this place?
It's a fortress, meant to keep unruly treasure hunters from locating the shards of the Epoch. Or at least it's supposed to. Drastic times.
Shards of the
Did
Epoch?
Lena not tell you? Huh. Well, tell you what. Let's get out of here first, and then I'll explain more. These peace talks are hardly worth it if you don't know why Orion is after us.
Right. So there was a little opening over here. It goes nowhere. Okay. So, we gotta go this way.
Since the Keeper's fall, we've held the same rituals, instructed to keep the Epoch shard separate. Those were Itera's words.
I guess I didn't.
Since the the first Epoch shard is held in a fortress. Ancient Itera, the second vault is deep inside the Stonefall Mountains. With traps that only the Keeper, the third shard is always on the move. It uses multiple vaults. Only we possess the knowledge to open them. This is why we never call a single place home.
Fair enough. Okay, let's check out Is there nothing in the middle here? Okay. There's a little bug following that guy around. Must be his little companion now. It must be a lot of effort for her to throw that because she makes a lot of noises. Before I go over the bridge, I should go this way. Over here inside. Okay, cool. Now to the bridge. Struggle so hard to throw those. I wonder if that's a sign that like my strength is too low or something. That penetration looks like it helped me a lot. Okay, we'll go that way. We'll check over here. I think it's his little bug that's doing his attack for him. Man, she is a grunting kid. The chest looks pretty epic in here. Look at all that stuff.
Let me ask, for how long must we live like this? No one cared about the shards until recently. Until Raya. For now it's just him. But how much longer until Lagan seeks them out? Majasa, we uphold customs, as Itera willed. But our goddess is gone. If she knew the state of the world, would she not request us to act? To bring peace back between... We cannot keep the old ways. The Council is scared, but nothing will change if we do not change.
Yes, but change can be hard. Alright, clear all this. Okay. 12 BE. So is that a time? Or a location? Or a level? Up through the portal?
I'm sure you have questions, but let...
Who do the Keepers adhere to? Our slumbering mother, Itera? Alone? A goddess they cannot see? They sent no treasure to sea for Lagon, nor works of art south to Majasa. Were they in league with Heorot's savages? No. Their alliance seems to be a recent development. How can they claim a greater connection to Itera than us? We're the servants of Raya, the inheritor of her domain. It is blasphemy.
Sounds a little
They
self-centered.
will burn.
Ominous. Hello, you.
Good. No.
Get him!
Old man got taken. So if I remember correctly, there's just a chest over here, so let's go do that before we talk to her. That's not better than what I have. For that. Now I will speak with the guard. Office. What just happened? Did you see what they went? Or see what way they went? Looks like they went towards the highlands where the Osprix are based. But there's too many. It's no use. I'll handle it. What? Go back to the camp. I got this. Okay. Return to the Keeper's camp and speak with Keeper Luna. Okay, so I think this will take me there. Go ahead and do it. Okay, Keeper's camp. Right there. Wow. I do like the loading screen. It's quite beautiful. Okay, so now first thing I gotta do is go to my chest. See if any of this stuff's good. 9 to fire resistance, but I lose the phase damage, so that's not much. But it has higher fortune potential, whatever that means. So this gives me, so I would, it balances out in the movement speed, but I get 1 armor, 2 vitality, and 28 dodge. Oh, 9% reduced movement speed. So that's not worth it. And damage, don't care about that. This gives me phase resistance, but I lose mana and 1 health. So for now, base. Let's craft 17% health regen versus poison. I don't know if the health regen is any good. So I have one of these, 16 poison. So we're gonna swap that, and we'll sell this one. Okay. Pardon me, guys. So let's see. So this is definitely 90% to ignite on hit, and it's equivalent and more food damage. Wait. 14% increase is plus 9. So what is the difference? So percentage wise, I don't know which one's better. Minus 9 both is damage. So I wonder if what I've got is better. If they got a dummy in this game. Got a bunch of shields. I'm gonna have to look through those. Oh, can't wear this because I'm not a mage. So I think I can break this down more. There we go. What is this? Plus 3 to intelligence, 44 ward gain damage leads you at low health. 38% to slow attackers and 4%. Attack speed, but lead on hit. So let's look at these. 18 to block chance. 120 to block effectiveness. 28 armor. So the difference is one gives you health. This one. I have that 1,000. So I think I can research that. Now I have a whole nother. I really don't want to dig into all of these, so I'm just going to dump them in here for now. Go back to the kitchen. That in there, I seem to be doing fine with what I got. haven't really tried the daggers out, but I don't think it only gives you like next to nothing gold, so I think you can get better stuff. 12. If I remember correctly, you can break these down and get materials out of them, crafting materials. So we'll look into that. This probably not going to be worth it because I'm not going to get. I don't know. Block effectiveness. This one. Block. More of this garbage. Yes, he's grabbed by a Drake. Thing. How about MVU? Bird there can't press large enough. So here, got what it takes. With your supplies, will be fine. Or butter her up. I wonder if I should have saved this for crafting. Too late. Stop. So what about my other ring? This is just 7% movement speed, and this is 7% movement speed plus health regen. So that's a much better ring than what I got. So, but it's 75 gold. I don't have 75 gold. Cause I'd be a broke bitch. Increasing gold. I could get that. So what makes things
Right.
2 gold, 2 gold, 2 gold, nothing. 3 gold. So even the yellow items, 4 gold, 5 gold. So yeah, they're not worth really shit. So I think they're worth more as crafting material. Okay. So this guy's all lit up.
Etera's blessing.
Lost in the Highlands. Includes my niece. She's no fighter like me, else she wants to tend to the gardens, but desperate times. I will find her. Just from where you know. Okay. Anyway, if you go find her, let me know how she's doing. Thank you. No problem. Okay. Alright, guys. Well,
Prayers
that's
be
it for
with you.
today. I'm having a great time. So, I seem to be mobbing through town, or through enemies, doing pretty decent damage. I'm picking up gear. I'm enjoying this. The visuals are pretty decent. Maybe not quite as good as POE 1. The combat's not quite as engaging, but overall, I think that this is a pretty decent game. So I'm going to play some more of it, and it's not frustrating the fuck out of me, like, sorry for my language, like POE 1 was. So, alright guys, more to follow. So, and that's Cryman.